It's morning time and I am about to do my hair. First, I'm going to section my hair. Oh, it's gonna be Ethiopian themed hairstyle. Yeah. So I'm gonna section my hair in big parts, small part, big, I want a big braid here, small, like small, big, small, big. Yeah, I don't know how many that's gonna be. So the hairstyle, it's gonna have, I'm gonna add some fake hair and it's gonna just be like hanging out there. This is the fake hair that I'm gonna be using. Not that it's important. It doesn't matter what kind of hair you use, I don't think. It's also 9:36 right now. I'm gonna try to do this in an hour because Till is gonna start coming in here and bothering me if I'm taking too long. I can't see in the back, but I just go with the feeling of the part, and then I use the mirror to see if the part is decently straight. And to me, decent has a very low standard. So almost anything is decent to me. It's easier to live that way than to be like one of those perfectionists who have to pull away their flyaways and stuff. I mean, not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but I just let my flyaways be as they are. Okay. This actually looks like a huge braid, so I don't know. I may adjust and make it a little bit smaller. Because the picture that I saw on the internet, I only seen the back of the girl's head. I didn't see what the front was looking like. That looks decently straight part. Okay, so now I'm just gonna section off each braid. No, yeah, that's gonna be too complicated. I'm just gonna section it in one. All right, this is gonna be the braid, I think, unless I make it a little bit smaller. And then I'm just gonna section these two off until I'm ready to do the rest of the hair. Now, you can use any kind of oil. My friend Brandon made me this oil, and it's a concoction of argan, vitamin E, olive oil, what is that called? Castor oil, and some other kind of oil. Maybe he can show us how he made this oil. So I'm gonna use oil just so that my hair isn't as extremely dry as it is. Right now, I washed my hair, I blow dried it, and I passed a plug-in pressing comb through like the front and the back, and it didn't obviously help, and I'm gonna use this, which is probably not the best thing to use, but I'm gonna use it because I ain't got nothing else. And then I'm also gonna use this on the front edges of the hair so that hopefully it looks a little laid back and controlled. Okay, so I've already applied the live. I applied the live to the body of my hair, like this part, a little bit. And then I also applied the oil to like my scalp. Then I applied the argan oil to like the front. What I'm gonna do is when I'm trying to be as neat as possible, I kind of like make a few parts to my hair before I start the braid, and I just section them off like loosely, you know what I'm saying? And then when I'm braiding it, it looks like more of a structured braid. I don't know if that makes sense. And I should record myself doing it, but I don't have anything to hold the camera or the phone or whatever in place while I do it. So it's just too complicated for the moment. Let's try this. See how I'm saying it's time consuming? Anybody got time for that? All right. So I just parted. I just said that I wasn't gonna do this. You see how I lie? I just said I was not gonna prop the camera because it takes too much time. And look at me doing it. I do this when I'm trying to be neat with the braid, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I think like the most important thing is like the front. Like I really don't care about how the back looks because I'm more concerned about how the front looks. That's where That's what, I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm gonna see. So anyways, so most people will probably use clips to contain the hair, but whatever. I did use clips to hold down my edges. I actually wanted to do underhand braids. So see how I just pulled that piece in right there? The piece that I had sectioned off. Just pulling it in so it could look as neat as possible. It's better if you like contain the pieces that you sectioned off, but see, I can see this piece is part of what I sectioned off. And this piece is part of what I sectioned off. So for me, it just makes the braid look a little bit more organized, but I just, you know, keep pulling in those sectioned off pieces. You braid a couple of loops in before you pull the next piece in. And in the end, hopefully you have somewhat of a decent looking braid. Yeah? Guess what I forgot to do? Add hair. But then again, like I don't really want to add hair at the root or at the looks like a lame braid, but whatever. I kind of wanted to add hair anyway, like towards the back. Just add it right in. So I'm just gonna take this amount of hair. Then probably shouldn't do this, but whatever. Then I'm just gonna add this underneath to like the middle part of the braid. Then I'm gonna add this. Not add, it's already added. Like I have my fingers already holding it. And I hope this doesn't look stupid, G. That's gonna be lame. Okay, so now that it's in, I'm just gonna braid it down to the back of my hair and see how it looks. For the next braid, it's gonna be significantly smaller. And this may even be too big, but I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna make one small braid. I added a little bit of hair for the second braid. And I'm just gonna complete it all the way down to the point that not all the way down the braid, but all the way down to where like it stops attaching to my scalp, and then I'm just gonna let it be like this. So this is the third braid. Just putting on some stuff, cream for my hair in hopes that it won't be so dry. Then I'm going to just start the third braid like I started this one. Oh, it looks so weird. But the thing is, I'm going to just not unbraid or undo anything. I'm just going to let it be. And I bet you there's going to be people who say, oh, your hair's so cute. Oh, like nobody really comes up to you and says, oh, your hair's so ugly. So even if it's true or not, the hair will be done. And it'll just be another day after this. One of my favorite quotes is, no compliment is ever sufficient, but every insult, of course, is true. You know? Like even when someone compliments you, you say, oh, are they? Oh, if they say like, your hair looks good, it's like, no, it looks great. What are you talking about? Or, but if they say, oh, your hair looks weird, then you're like, man, maybe it does look weird. I knew that I shouldn't have done this. So I use that as a frame of reference to keep myself from giving a damn about what people think about me. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. It's just like a ebb and flow kind of thing. it's too big?
No.
Is that because you just don't want me to start over?
No. It's supposed to be big. Do that? Wow.
Really?
Beautiful.
Thank you, love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost done. I just had like 3 more.
Hmm?
I only have like 3 more.
Yeah, no worries.
Halfway done. And I don't know what time it is, but hopefully it hasn't been an hour yet. I'm going to do this one without sectioning off like I did for this one and this one. And because I didn't do it for this one and it was alright, so let me just try to do it without sectioning off and see if the braid still comes out decent. But it's also harder to just do a braid in the middle of your head anyway, because like your hands are in an awkward position. So the reason I don't really like this one, it doesn't lay flat. But it just so happens in some of the Ethiopian hairstyles that they put some kind of thing in here and they make the braid rise. So it kind of actually looks like that a little bit. So I guess it's a win-win. But for like a black girl, which I am, I'm like looking at it like, why isn't it laying flat? It needs to lay flat. But I think it's also because my hair is not like pressed straight, which makes it a little bit more bulky. Damn it, every time I talk, I always forget to add the hair. But I'm just gonna add it instead of doing it over. Almost done. Pickle, why you scurry out of here like that, girl? Huh? Why you go run out? Pickle, come here. I'm not gonna give you a bath, I promise. Where are you? You just gonna stay at the doorway? I'm done. It's okay. I know that I could do better, but this is okay. What time is it? My thing says 10:38, but I thought I started at 10:30. Maybe I started at 9:30. Okay, I am fresh out of the shower. Why do I look at me, but I should be looking here. Okay. I will look at the camera. Okay, so I'm going to get dressed. Oh, actually, I'm probably gonna do my makeup first. Get dressed. Let me show you guys what I'm going to wear. Ooh. Most people wear all white, but I'm gonna wear this.